of us. So he starts with the church in Ephesus. He also tells them who he is. He is the one who holds the 7 stars in his right hand, and he who walks among the 7 lampstands. Now, we were told earlier that the stars were the angels, and the lampstands were what? The churches. Very good. So he walks among the 7 angels and among the churches. And he says, I know your works, your toil, and your patient endurance, and how you cannot bear with those who are evil, but have tested those who call themselves apostles and are not. So this church, it tests those that say they belong to God and found them to be false. They discern, as the writer of Hebrews 5:14 tells us to do, discerning what is true and what is not. He says, I know you are enduring patiently and you're bearing up for my name's sake. And you have not grown weary. But I have this against you. And this is what he has against this church. You abandoned the love you had at first. So what is the love that this church had at first? This was the love of God. When we first feel the grace and forgiveness of our God, who has convicted us that we are sinners, that love drives us to do certain things. And he says, you do not have that love anymore. You abandon it. And so he has one request if they want to make it into his kingdom. Remember from where you have fallen, repent, turn away from the way you're doing it, do it back the way you began, and do the works you did at first. If not, if they do not do the works they did at first, I will come to you, remove your lampstand from its place, unless you repent. So I will remove your church from its place. He says, but you do have this one thing. You hate the Nicolaitans, which I also hate. And then he says, he who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. And to the one who conquers, does what he says, repents, and seeks God like he did in the beginning, I will grant to eat the tree of life, which is in the paradise of God. So there's nothing in this church that helps us see anything about his claim. But that's the first church.